Welcome to Private 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel. And don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. When a song turns into a shared emotion, the quiet rise of I Hope You Find God. When the name Joe Lucy suddenly shot up the trending charts on major platforms, the reaction was strangely unified. It didn't land like a typical celebrity buzz moment, no scandal, no viral gimmick, no algorithm-triggered frenzy. Instead, it felt like a collective exhale. A moment when countless listeners silently hit replay, shared a line that said what they couldn't, and, almost accidentally, pushed I Hope You Find God to second place on the daily chart of QQ Music. And in today's hyper-saturated digital music scene, reaching that height is not just impressive, it's rare. A new kind of victory in the chart era. Music charts today are no straightforward popularity contests. They don't move simply because fans shout the loudest. They've become ecosystems shaped by genuine listening habits, emotional engagement, algorithmic relevance, and the silent power of organic sharing. For a song to rise above the noise, it must first rise inside people's hearts. That's precisely what happened here. I Hope You Find God didn't climb because of hype. It climbed because real listeners, people dealing with real emotions, heard something in the music that made them stop. Think. Breathe. Feel. Joe Lucy, an artist in transformation. Over the past few years, Joe Lucy has been actively reshaping her artistic identity. From dramas to variety shows and now music, she has been carving out a version of herself that is multidimensional, sincere, and unexpectedly grounded. This time, she chose to speak without scripts, characters, or curated personas. She chose music raw, vulnerable, and unfiltered. And music, unlike any other art form, takes the shortcut straight to the heart. There's no pretense. No acting. Just presence. A song built to be shared, not promoted. As soon as the song dropped, it flowed across social platforms like wind passing through the cracks of people's lives. It didn't force itself into visibility, it drifted there. Some users created moody edits. Others stitched personal confessions onto the melody. Many simply posted a lyric that hit too close to home. This wasn't fan marketing. This was emotional resonance. When a song enters the public's emotional bloodstream, it evolves. It stops belonging to the artist and becomes a memory shared by thousands. The weight of a simple sentence. The true impact of I Hope You Find God hinges on a line that looks deceptively plain. I hope you find God. 6 words. Soft. Unassuming. But devastatingly layered. It can feel like a blessing. Or a goodbye. A gentle wish. Or the final closure someone was too afraid to say out loud. Its power comes from contradiction, the kind that makes listeners attach their own baggage, heartbreak, and unresolved stories to it. That's why each listener hears a different song. Not because the lyrics change. But because they do. A performance that speaks through restraint. Instead of leaning into drama or vocal showmanship, Joe Lucy sings with quiet control. Her delivery carries a subdued, rhythm-focused cadence, almost rap-like in its steadiness and intimacy. This restraint is the source of the song's emotional punch. True heartbreak rarely screams. It whispers. It lingers. It echoes. With repeated listens, the emotional progression becomes clear. The initial resistance to letting go. the internal tug-of-war. And finally, the soft, almost reluctant acceptance. This isn't just a breakup song. It's a psychological arc, from denial to clarity, from pain to gentle release. A voice breaking free from its own labels. For years, audiences associated Zhao Lusi with a voice that was sweet, bright, and safe. Pleasant, yes, but also pigeonholed. This track shatters that mold. In the low register, she reveals a huskier, rawer tone. In the higher moments, she doesn't push, she lets the emotion crest naturally. This isn't a performance designed to impress. It's one crafted to express. An expression lasts longer. Numbers that tell a human story. Reaching second place on QQ Music isn't merely a chart statistic. Digital charts today measure far more than clicks. Completion rate. User replay behavior. Playlist additions. Shares. Comment engagement. This means people aren't just hearing the song, they're holding it. They're living with it. They're finding themselves inside it. And no marketing plan can manufacture that kind of connection. The sudden rise that was years in the making. To some, Zhao Lusi's musical rise may seem overnight. In reality, it's the culmination of years of visibility, consistency, and artistic recalibration. She stepped into this release with a foundation, but what pushed the song upward was not her fame, but the song's sincerity. Simultaneously, the track traveled overseas. International listeners translated the lyrics, discussed their interpretations, and proved once again: emotional storytelling is universal. Music doesn't need a shared language, only a shared feeling. Why people can't stop replaying it. Listeners return to I Hope You Find God not just because it sounds good, but because it provides something most people lack: emotional space. In a world where everyone is constantly moving, scrolling, and coping silently, the song becomes a breath, a pause, a moment of internal honesty. Comments beneath the track are filled with heartbreak stories, unfinished goodbyes, memories people didn't know they still carried, transitions, losses, and quiet hopes. Every listener enters with their own story. But they all walk out feeling understood. The song doesn't wallow in pain. It offers healing, even if subtle. It suggests that letting go isn't failure, it's growth. A visual experience that deepens the sound. The visual concept of I Hope You Find God is minimalist, atmospheric, and deeply intentional. The music video and cover art rely on muted palettes, empty spaces, slow pacing. Nothing is exaggerated. Nothing is forced. Watching the MV feels like stepping into a still room where every movement, every breath, holds meaning. It creates a cinematic quietness that makes the emotional currents of the song even stronger. Sustained exposure, not fleeting virality. In an era where content is forgotten within hours, sustaining attention is nearly impossible. Yet Zhao Lusi isn't fading, she's gaining momentum. That's because people are no longer drawn only by who she is, they're drawn by what she expresses. She is transitioning from a well-known public figure into a genuine creator. And creators endure. A song that deserves to be heard with intention. If you've seen the title of the song floating around but haven't truly listened, give yourself a moment. Some songs don't demand your attention, they wait for it. Sit down. Put on your headphones. Let the world be quiet for a few minutes. If you listen from start to finish, you might find a reflection. An old scar, a memory you buried, or a goodbye you never voiced. Music won't solve your problems, but the right song will sit beside you while you face them. I hope you find God as that kind of song. Not just something to hear, but something to feel. Something to understand. Something that understands you back. So maybe it's time to press play. And let the song be not just music, but a quiet conversation with your own heart. What do you think about this? This concludes our new section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.